WTHS. I'm Kendall Brooks.
And I'm Jackson Bridges. Today is Friday, March 31st, and here are this week's top stories. Softball season's in full swing. Kendall, aren't you on the softball team?
Yeah, I am. The season's going pretty great. Let's catch up with my coach and teammates to see how well they think the season's going.
This team compares to last year's team differently. Last year's team was a little less experienced than this year. You know, this team is coming back off of a 17-7 season, second round of the playoffs. All starters are back. So with the experience that we have coming back, that kind of separates this year's team from last year's team.
Being a leader on a team is kind of rewarding because everyone's looking up to you. I feel like this group of seniors has been leaders for a long time. Last year we only had one senior. So I feel like we've had to step up a lot.
Being a leader on the team brings definitely a lot more pressure because our coach is relying on us to be on his side a lot. If he takes someone out of the game, we have to be on his side and not complain about it and explain to the team that he knows what's best.
Being a senior on the team can be stressful at times because you never know who's looking up to you at what time. So you always have to keep a positive attitude. And with the amount of younger girls we have on the team, we're trying to leave a good impact for the years to come. And I have two younger sisters on the team, so I'm just trying to help them out and teach them what I know before I leave.
I think Morville and South Panola is who I enjoy playing the most because they push us to our limits. They push us in defense, offense.
I would say I enjoy playing East Union the most because I play travel ball with a bunch of the girls there, so we get really competitive.
Some challenges I've already faced this season is overcoming a few injuries, and since we have some injuries on the team, I've had to step up as a leader and go to a new position that I'm not comfortable with yet.
This year's been injuries. We've got a couple players out of our starting lineup right now, and that's been the biggest adversity we've faced so far to this point.
This year I have played two different positions and it's really hard to get comfortable, but practicing every day has really made it easier.
The team chemistry is really special. We're all close in age, and so we all kind of get what we're going through, and since we can bond so easily because we're all together, it's just really easy to just talk to everyone and just get each other.
Well, my coaching style and the way I go about coaching this team is the same way I've done it for years. It's just, have high expectations. I want the players to care. I want the players to have high expectations. And, the two things that you always control is effort and attitude, and those are the things I expect you to be able to control.
Some goals for this season that I have are obviously I'd like to win state championship or go pretty far in the playoffs, but I'd also like for our team to go closer as a family like it's always been, and I want everyone to be there for each other for the future seasons to come, even when the seniors have to leave.
I'm really excited to see how our season turns out, but I'm a little worried that some of our games might get rained out.
Let's check with Abby and Catherine to see if y'all get to play next week.
Thanks, Jackson and Kendall. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Abby. Looks like we have some pretty interesting weather this week.
Yeah. Today is a nice 71 degrees, but be sure to be on the lookout for tornadoes later tonight. We're supposed to have 90-degree weather on Saturday, and on Sunday it'll be a toasty 107 degrees. If you're afraid of the heat, don't worry. Monday will cool you off with the hailstorm.
Following up on Tuesday will be the heaviest snowstorm of the year. After making those snowmen and igloos, we get an off day Wednesday, which will be a comfortable 75 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. Thursday will be a monsoon with 100% chance of rain, so be sure to get an umbrella and buy a boat.
That doesn't sound right. Who wrote this script? April Fools!
Actually, we'll be in the high 60s and low 70s all week with a higher chance of rain towards the end.
Wait, it's March 31st.
Back to y'all in the studio.
I really hope it doesn't rain Tuesday.
Did you hear about Mole Day?
Isn't that about avocados?
It's Avogadro.
The best part's the food and mole puns.
Let's see what this semester students are cooking up.
Mole Day is a time in which we celebrate Avogadro's discovery of 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, a number that's used to quantify chemical equations. We usually celebrate it in the fall and in the spring.
A mole is a unit of measurement to measure molecules in chemistry, and it's measured by Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd.
I painted my face, I painted my car. I brought some Rice Krispie treats and some cookies.
I created a poster. I did helium balloons. I did cupcakes. I did a cake.
I made a sorority out of the letters of Mo. It was, well, like Mo, M-O-L. It was Mo Omega Lambda.
I was in a cheer squad. We made up a cheer, and I was also in the cook-off.
A few things that I did for Mole Day, I painted my car with the number, Avogadro's number on the back, and I made a honey bun cake and called it a honey mole cake, and sausage balls and called them sausage moles.
Moles are used so that you can figure out or calculate how many atoms there are in a mole of something. So Avogadro is the first person who mathematically determined how many atoms there would be in 12 grams of the isotope carbon-12, and we use it to determine how many atoms or particles or molecules there are in a mole of any substance.
We had to do this thing where we drew our name and then with chalk and then measured it in grams and then found out how much it measured to draw our name.
My favorite part was like making the treats to bring for my class and getting to see like how creative other people were with their different things that they did, and getting to eat the food and just have a fun day in class.
Hands down, what people bring for me to eat is my favorite part of Mole Day. Getting kids to engage in Mole Day is not a problem because basically they have so many different options to choose from. They can make posters, they can create a song, they can write a rap, they can perform in any way. They really love to bring treats, and as long as they're clever with the names of the treats, then they can bring them, and obviously then we try to tie all that into the real purpose for using a mole in chemistry. But Mole Day is literally used to get kids engaged, so getting them engaged to participate in Mole Day is never a problem.
Jackson, did you hear about the new creative?
Shh. We're right next to the library.
I'm Miles Roy, and this is not a game show. This is Silent Library. The players draw cards, and the one who gets the skull and crossbones must endure an unusual punishment. If the team completes the challenge, they get a point. If they fail or make too much noise, they receive no points. Round 1. This challenge is worth 100 points. Remember the golden rule: silence. Begin.
I forgot to. Okay, are we doing this?
In this challenge, a player must fit himself into a suitcase under 30 seconds and zip it up. That was definitely too much baggage. You failed. Round 2. This challenge is worth 200 points. Remember the golden rule: silence. Begin. In this challenge, the player must be beaten with a teddy bear for 15 seconds. The shared teddy bear was worth the pain. You passed. Round 3. This challenge is worth 300 points. Remember the golden rule: silence. Begin. In this challenge, the player must take a hit with a golf club in the head. I guess the pain was just too funny. You failed. Round 4. This challenge is worth 400 points. Remember the golden rule. Silence. Begin. In this challenge, 5 players must walk on top of Legos without making any sound. Y'all have tough feet. You passed. You won with a total of 600 points. Thanks for tuning in to Silent Library.
Jackson, you look really good today.
I wish I could say the same about you. Oh, sorry. I'm just practicing for April Fools.
All jokes aside though,
Happy birthday to our biggest fan, Maximiliano Giacometti.